Hey guys, I want to give you a review of the Cub Cadet ZT2 50. So this is a 2020 model. I just bought this about a month and a half ago. I wanted to put a little bit of mileage on it, or put a few hours on it before I gave it a review. So I think I have about, let's see, I got about 13 hours on it, it said. Have been mowing with this a few times so far. Really impressed with it. I like it. Anyone that's come to see it has noticed right away. You know, they always comment on the actual steel frame. It's 2x2, nice bulky steel frame. I mean, this thing is built like a tank. Take a walk around it real quick. Really nice welded steel frame. Looks really really bulky, really sturdy. And then I went with the ZT250 over the ZT1 model. Costs a little more. I think this one came in around $3,500 before tax. But just reading the reviews online, basically ZT250s have a little bit, the ZT2 series rather, over the ZT1 series, are a little bit bulkier, have a few more convenience features, if you will. A couple different engine options as well. So I guess I could just kind of take you around and show you a few of the things that I like. So it's got the 50-inch deck on it. My previous mower had a 42-inch deck, so I definitely like the extra 8 inches. Really helps with, you know, getting some nice lines down on your lawn. You know, they just look a lot better when they're spaced out. So 50-inch deck on it. It's got this wash port that just hooks up to your standard hose. And when you get done, I don't really use this much. My old mower had it as well. I mean, it works okay. You know, you'll be able to wash some of the stuff out from underneath the deck, but really, you know, some of the stuff just gets caked under there anyway, and you have to clean it out every once in a while. So it's a nice little feature they have, but could work a little better. What else do we have? As far as the deck goes, it's a really easy system to lower and raise it. So what it is just this right here. It's got a plastic knob that turns right here. So let me take a seat, show you how it works. So basically you have your foot pedal here. You use this to lower and raise the deck. So the nice thing about this is, obviously, if you see a rock or something that you don't want to mow, you know, hit with the blade, you just push down on this and kind of go over that rock and then lower it again. But as far as lowering and raising the deck, it's really nice. It goes in, I believe, quarter inch increments. So you can go from 4.5-inch cut all the way down to, looks like a 1-inch cut. So again, I'm just pressing down on the foot pedal here. If I set it to 1 inch, you'll see I let up on the foot pedal, and that's how you drop your deck. Same thing, if I want to raise the deck, just go ahead, push down the pedal, nice and easy. Turn my knob to the desired height that I want to cut, and let go, and that's it. Pretty easy system. I guess while I'm up here, I'll show you the lap bars. Lap bars are really nice, ergonomic on these things. They have some nice grips. I don't think the ZT1s have these grips. I think they're a little bit different. These things are fully adjustable too, which is pretty cool. So you can really get these things. You just turn this knob here and you can really get it so it sits closer to your lap if you're smaller. It's really nice. So another cool feature of the ZT2, like I said, it's a little more of a convenience package. So you have these nice armrests right here on the seats. If you want to use these. And then it also, the seat has a lever under here where you could easily just slide it forward or slide it back. And again, I think the ZT1, I think I read somewhere that the ZT1 is actually bolted, so you might have to actually loosen up some bolts and tighten it back up when you want to adjust the seat on the ZT1 series. So just something else to think about if you're looking you know, for something that you could easily adjust the seat. Probably going to want to look at the ZT2 series. Another cool thing about this one is if you flip it up right here, it's actually got this nice cable that holds the seat up for you, so you don't even have to touch it. It just kind of sits there. You have your battery underneath here. You have your gas tank, just refill it. One comment I will say about this, it's really hard to see your level of gas. So I did run out before. There's no indicator. It'd be cool if they had an indicator to let you know when you're low on fuel. Because other than that, you really don't see it in here. It's kind of hard to see. Even with the seat up, it's kind of hard to see. So next we'll go around to these tires. So the ZT150s had a slightly smaller tire on them. So these things are definitely beefier, wider on the ZT250. So that's another reason that I went with this. Really handles well. I have a few hills, you know, nothing crazy in my yard, but a few hills where, you know, they get a little sketchy. You get on some pretty crazy angles, and this thing holds the ground really well. So I haven't had any issues with sliding yet. Do a really good job not turfing either, not ripping up the turf at all when you're making your zero turns. So really like these tires, really impressed with them so far. Nice and wide. Go to the back, it's got a little hitch port on the back here, so you can hook up a trailer. You can see mine's nicked up around here, so I have a trailer. I have used it, have pulled with it. Nothing heavy, just some mulch and a little poly cart trailer. Pulled it well, didn't have any issues with it, so really happy with that as well so far. And that's nice and sturdy, welded bracket on here too, so it's not gonna bend or anything, it's really good. All right, up to the engine, we have on this model, we have a Kawasaki 23 horsepower. Some of these, I think they have some different options. So you might want to take a look at that if you have any kind of preferences. I know some of these actually have the Kohler engine. I had a Kohler on my last one, had no issues with it whatsoever. But decided to go with the Kawasaki this time because just reading around, it seemed like a lot of people are really impressed with the longevity of these Kawasaki engines. So decided to give Kawasaki a try here. Love the power. Like I said, I have a few hills in my yard, and it handles them no problem. Doesn't bog down. Doesn't bog down when cutting, going up a hill, or just nice, smooth power, consistent. Really impressed with it so far. And then in here you got your air filter, easy to get to. As far as your oil, check your oil right here. Just a dipstick for the oil. Got your filter right here on the right hand side. And then this tube that actually goes underneath the oil filter there and then comes out. You can see this, try to get you a good picture of it here. Comes out the bottom. It's actually for changing your oil. So this line, you just open this up right here, open the end of this bolt, and that's how you drain your oil. So pretty nice feature, pretty easy to get to. Haven't changed the oil yet, but I'm actually gonna do that today probably, so I'll do that in a different video. Got about 13 hours on it, so want to give it a little time to break in the engine, and I'll probably go ahead and do the first oil change later on today, and I'll probably post another video for that. And the last thing back here, you'll notice you got two reservoirs on the back, and these are for the hydro transmissions. So again, the ZT1 series Cub Cadets, you don't see these reservoirs, and that's because they do not have serviceable transmissions on those. So these two reservoirs on the ZT250 basically make this a serviceable, they have serviceable transmissions on this. So again, that's supposed to help with the longevity. You know, you can service these things when the transmissions need it. So it's another nice little feature on the ZT250s. Hopefully they last a little longer and you get a little more life out of them. Again, you got the wide tires on this side. It's a nice little console. You got a cup holder here. Throw my cell phone, keys in here. You got your throttle, you got your choke. PTO for the blades, and here's your ignition keys. Pretty simple. Here's your side discharge chute, and then it's got actually a set of 3 different blades underneath for mowing, and the stock blades have been phenomenal so far. I've been getting a really good cut on my grass so far. I've been really happy with it. And one other thing I'll show you real quick. So you have your belts right underneath this, this little steel footwell. And they got a cool little tool right here to open it up. It's only 1 bolt. Stays on the machine right here. Take that off. And then this is easy access to your belts. So I just cut the grass, so this thing's dirty right now. And I'll just give you a quick heads up. Every time you run it, you probably want to open this up when you get done and take a look at it, clean it out, because grass does build up here in the belts. So you can see I just got done cutting it. Actually, see this whole piece comes right off. Really nice. So you can clean it easily. Give you a look down here. Just got your pulleys and your belt system down here. And like I said, you can see you get some good amount of grass built up here. So I'll definitely give that a good clean before I put it back. And you can just use a like an air compressor hose. Gets it out pretty easily. Or I always take my my leaf blower backpack out anyway, and I usually get all the grass off the driveway and off the deck and everything. So I also just blow out the mower deck with it and gets this stuff right out easily. Takes about 30 seconds, so definitely does get built up in here, but you know, nothing that you can't handle. Put that back on real quick. And then this foot pad is really nice too. It's got a nice little rubber foot mat down here where you place your feet. You know, so if it's raining out, a little slick, just does a really good job holding your feet in. And then again, the tool for that just goes right here, pops right in, and that's it. And then the front caster wheels as well. These are nice and bulky. Good looking wheels. And it also has lights that are always on when it's running. That's it, guys. Hope this helps somebody. If you are, you know, deciding between, you know, looking at a Cub Cadet ZT1 or ZT2 series, hopefully this will help you out. Give you a couple, give you an idea what it looks like, and hopefully I did a good job giving you some insight to how the ZT1 series is a little bit different than the ZT250 rather. All right, bye guys.